Welcome back to another episode of the Grow Your Daycare podcast. I am your host, Christina Rizakos, and I'm recording this on a beautiful Monday morning. Sun is out, birds are chirping, and you just feel like it's going to be a good day today. So I wanted to record this episode to talk about something that I have been seeing a lot lately online. So obviously, because of my work, because I am working on social media content and ads, I have no choice but to be online. So online meaning Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and obviously Ads Manager. One of the things that I have been seeing a lot is that a lot of childcare providers and center owners are having a hard time enrolling, hiring, getting parents to notice them, okay? And today in this episode, I really wanted to focus on why that is. Why does it feel more difficult to get found online, to be noticed, to make sure the locals are aware of your business and what you provide? And why is it even harder to actually get them to book a visit, okay? And the first thing you want to think about is the last few years have been extremely difficult. So we had a pandemic, and then we had to see the world kind of shift more towards the online space. So this went for work, meaning more parents started working from home. A lot of parents never went back to work. They just continued working from home. We did a lot of our shopping, connecting, learning, the schools went online, like everything kind of shifted more towards the online space. And anyone that wasn't really comfortable with the online space before the pandemic is definitely going to find it much more difficult now, because I feel like there was a huge boost of online marketing and strategies and tactics and Zooms and all the things. But if you weren't really comfortable doing that before the pandemic, you're going to find it extremely difficult to kind of catch up now, okay? A lot of the local families, the local parents that you're trying to attract, their behavior shifted and they rely more in the online to do all sorts of things. Again, learning, registrations, shopping, grocery shopping. I mean, I still do my groceries online. So it really changed our behavior and the way we do things. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't catch up. This does not mean that you can't learn the online space. It just means that if you really were not comfortable with it before, I think that most of you listening to me were not very comfortable with, posting and creating content and, investing in ads before. You're definitely going to find it much more difficult now getting noticed. Keeping your brand, your platforms, your social media, your website in the feed of local families if you weren't doing it before, okay? The other thing you want to think about is the online space is so busy, meaning with AI coming in and all sorts of other businesses going online full force now, parents are having a hard time kind of filtering through what's real and what isn't. Who can I trust? Who can I not trust? Who's a scam artist? Who's the real deal? Okay, so that makes your job of marketing and advertising much more difficult, because you have to get real good at not only showing up consistently to make sure that these local families see you more often, but you also have to show up in a way that you may necessarily not have done before, meaning creating content and not just posting flyers or random videos of the kids doing arts and crafts. You really have to get in the mindset of, I am a content creator for my business and I need to show up consistently, posting, recording videos, going live, doing Q&As, doing all the things that, I may not feel comfortable doing, so that I can get noticed and get local families to actually follow me, see me more often, trust me, so that they can eventually book a visit with me, okay? So it's not enough just to kind of post randomly or post once in a while or post only when you have an opening, let's say. You have to get real good at staying in the feed, even if you don't have spaces right now. You have to be able to stay consistent and use or create content that actually engages local families, grow your online platform, stop the scroll, and really just educate families on what you're doing, why you're different, why your philosophy or your approach works best. and what type of clients you're trying to attract in your program, okay? And obviously, I'm not gonna lie, this takes time and it takes work and it takes skill and it takes a lot of investing your time and energy in learning new things if you're not necessarily comfortable with it, but it is so important, especially if you don't have the budget to be, outsourcing your marketing. We actually offer a $47 a month membership where we create all your content for you and send it to you every single morning. So that's one solution for you. But if you are finding it difficult to even invest the $47 a month, then YouTube is your best bet. Learning by following others that are doing, what you want to do, meaning creating content and showing up online, and then just investing, having time in the week where you're kind of just invested in doing all of that for your business is just so important, okay? Now, lastly, the other thing you want to think about is when someone does reach out to you, when someone sends you a DM and then never calls back or never messages you back or doesn't reply, or even somebody calls you or leaves you or emails you and then you reach out to them. What I see a lot of my clients do is, let's say we have invested in ads. Let's say we create a campaign for them using ads, and then we're getting leads. So people that have seen their ad, they've clicked on the ad, they filled out a form, and we know that they're interested, and they give them their, their phone number, their email, and all the things. Now, my client goes out and reaches out one time, and if that client does not reply back, like within the first day, they kind of give up and they say, well, these ads are not working because no one's replying. And I want you to stop thinking that way. That is normal. It is normal that parents that are interested fill out a form or message you directly and then just kind of don't reply. Why is it normal? Because number one, they are probably busy, right? They're busy, like you're busy, like I'm busy. They're doing all sorts of things. Maybe they didn't have a chance to reply. Maybe they forgot about your message. Maybe they need a little bit more information. Maybe they need to feel a little bit more, like they need to feel like they could trust you a little bit more so that they can actually reply back. So there's a lot of different reasons why someone sent you a message and then didn't reply back or is kind of ghosting you. So you, as a business owner, you should not let that stop you. Until you hear a hard no, like I'm no longer interested, stop messaging me or stop calling me, then I want you to keep reaching out. I tell my clients, you reach out to them twice a day for the first 7 days, and then once or twice a week after that. You can put them in your email list and send them your newsletter. You can connect with them once a week, maybe send them a voice note over in your DMs. Whatever the case is, you don't stop connecting with someone that showed their interest, right? You have to really have a strong follow-up process with emails, with texts, with phone calls, so that you can remind them like, hey, I'm still here. I'm still interested in showing you around my facility, my home daycare. I haven't forgotten about you. Because I'm pretty sure that if you do that and parents feel that you're, persistent and that you are consistently following up, and again, the types of messages are also different, right? Go back and listen to another podcast I did in the month of May where I walked you through how to follow up with someone depending on the type of lead that they are. But if someone actually follows you on social, clicks on one of your posts or one of your ads, takes the time to answer questions and fills out a form, they're interested. They're interested. Maybe it's not the right time for them to kind of book a visit right now, again, with graduations and vacations and all the things happening, but they are interested. And until you hear a hard no, then I want you to keep following up. It's so important. I promise you that your competitors that are getting the same leads and the same clicks on their ads are following up much more often, and they are getting that enrollment instead of you. So if you don't want to be leaving business for them to kind of snatch, you need to get real good at following up. And again, if you have a hard time with this, I have a lot of content either on my podcast or on my YouTube channel that walks you through this. If you need more of a one-on-one help, we do offer more in-depth marketing trainings inside our monthly membership over in our school community. This is perfect for you if you have a small marketing budget. So it's like $47 a month. You can try it out for free. And then every single month you get daily content that you can post, marketing training, support, workshops, all the things you need to know and implement in your home daycare so that you can thrive. I will put those links in the show notes. If you're listening to me and you're thinking, no, Christina, I have the ad budget, I really want to invest in someone doing this for me, I will put the links in the show notes. You can always click on those and see how we can work together, and we can actually take over all your marketing for you. So all you have to do is really just focus on working with the kids and taking care of your staff. Other than that, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys again real soon. Bye for now.